Today we're looking at wintertime in the South Bay. What's up, everybody? Shane Enman here, a local real estate agent in Southern California, helping families move to the South Bay. So Redondo Beach, Hermosa Beach, Torrance, Palos Verdes, Gardena, Lawndale. So if you're thinking of moving to any of these areas, feel free to call or text or email me. I get people reaching out all the time talking about moving here, and it's never too early to start your search. So today we're checking out what it's like to live in the South Bay during the wintertime. So the weather, things to do, just what it's like to live here in the winter months. One thing I think that's interesting about Southern California in general, when you're not getting a lot of rain down here, is that when the rain does come, as they say, if you've taken your driver's test, that first rain after it hasn't rained in a while, you've got the oil slick roads, and you do have more accidents. And I feel like people really don't really know what to do about driving in the rain when they haven't done it recently. So just staying off the roads during first rain in a while in Southern California is probably a good idea. And then something crazy that I heard when I first moved down here, which I'm not sure exactly how accurate it is, but when it rains, the runoff of everything coming down, you get just a buildup into the ocean. And so you don't want to go into the ocean after a major rain, because all those chemicals and stuff from the road that can run off can be something that's hazardous for your body. Actually, somebody I know who went surfing after a major rain said he got an infection from the water. So that's kind of a rule I try to go off of being down here, that maybe is not something that you would see otherwhere, is just stay out of the ocean after a rain, because you don't know what's gotten pushed into the ocean. So I grew up in Northern California, and it gets pretty cold and wet and rainy during the winter months. And down here, you really don't get those changes of seasons. You get pretty much 60 to 70 degrees all year long. So like today, it's a couple weeks before Christmas, and as you can see, it's nice 60 degree day. Morning times you get some kind of colder days. If you're gonna go for a run or something in the morning time, it is a little bit cooler. But that winter gear that you have, if you're living in other types or other areas of the country or even of the state, you're really not getting to utilize that here. You're getting a lot of days where you're just wearing shorts and short sleeve shirts. So if you're somebody who really likes to see the changes of the weather, then that might not be something for you. But if you're somebody that just likes to be outdoors and just have access to going for a run or doing anything on any given day, it's a great spot to be. So I remember growing up and going for a bike ride in the cold and having to wear lots of layers and gloves and beanies, and that's really not something you got here. So you've got a lot of people outdoors walking and bike riding and playing volleyball and different things throughout the winter, because it's really not cold enough that you're needing to layer up and focus on winter activity. So one of the cool things that they have down here in a lot of the South Bay cities is holiday festivals. So you've got Manhattan Beach has a Christmas festival where they do tree lightings on the pier. You've also got Santa pictures and a day that they have a lot of things going on the Manhattan Beach pier. Torrance also has a holiday festival where you can take the kids to see Santa and get some photos taken at the Hollywood Riviera. So there's different festivals going on. In Manhattan Beach, they also have a fireworks show put on by Skechers. They do a big fireworks show on the Manhattan Beach pier, and they've got different things going on the pier with different shops and just kind of walking around and getting to see different things. So a lot of different holiday activities going on throughout the South Bay. So another holiday activity they have down here in the South Bay that you've got kind of all over is the Christmas tree light streets. So you've got in South Torrance, the Christmas tree light streets are all lit up. Every house has their decorations set up. So if you're somebody who doesn't like decorating on Christmas, or you don't celebrate Christmas, that might not be a area of town you'd like to move to. But if you are somebody that likes to get out and see different festivities around the holidays, the Christmas tree light section of South Torrance could be a good section to check out during the holiday season. And during New Year's, you've got a big festival that goes on at the Hermosa Pier. They have a big concert, and all the restaurants and shops everyone heads out to. And there's a lot to do if you're looking for something to do on New Year's Eve and you're near the South Bay. Hermosa Beach has a great festival going on the Hermosa Pier. So this is the South Bay in the wintertime. You're not getting changes of scenery, no changes of leaves. The temperatures are pretty consistent, 60 to 70. You get some colder mornings, but if you like being outdoors and playing volleyball, going surfing, going running all year long, going out and bike riding, this is a great spot to be. If you're somebody that really needs to have the changes of scenery and you've got that winter apparel collection you really want to utilize, you're probably not going to get a chance to do that here. So if you really like the weather of just consistent and being outdoors, South Bay might be a good option for you. So if you're thinking of moving here, feel free to call, text, or email me anytime.